Gentlemen, if you're over 50, hear this clearly. Your testosterone didn't drop because you're aging. It dropped because your lower body stopped firing. When your glutes weaken, your hips tighten, and your pelvic floor loses pressure, your body shuts down the very signals that keep men strong, energetic, and hormonally alive. But here's the good news. You can rebuild those signals naturally, safely, and powerfully by restoring the strength and mobility of your lower body. Most men try supplements, harder workouts, or long routines. But the true foundation of male vitality comes from your hips, your glutes, your thighs, and the deep muscles around your pelvis. These areas are responsible for circulation, hormonal activation, stability, and the physical confidence men feel when they're truly alive. After 50, these muscles fade quietly. Your hips stiffen, your glutes shut down, your posture collapses, and without realizing it, your body loses the demand for testosterone. And when the demand goes down, the supply goes down with it. Today, we're changing that. You're about to perform 5 simple, strategic exercises designed specifically for men over 50. These movements reactivate your glutes, open your hips, stimulate deep circulation, and rebuild the hormonal foundation that keeps men powerful at any age. Move slowly, breathe deeply, and reconnect with your strength. Let's begin with exercise 1, horse stance. The horse stance is one of the most powerful lower body positions a man over 50 can train. It looks simple, but it switches on the deepest muscles in your hips, thighs, and pelvic floor, the very muscles that keep your body stable, energized, and hormonally alive. To perform it, stand with your feet wider than shoulder width and turn your toes slightly outward. Slowly lower your hips straight down as if you're sitting between your legs. Keep your spine tall, your chest open, and gently push your knees outward to activate the inner thighs and glutes. Breathe into the position. You should feel a strong burn in the thighs, a deep engagement through the hips, and a grounded pressure across the pelvic floor. This is the exact activation pattern most men lose after 50, and the reason testosterone signaling drops. When these lower body muscles stop firing, the demand for testosterone disappears. But as you hold this stance, your body receives a clear message. Strength is needed again. Circulation increases, your hips open, and your foundation begins to rebuild from the inside out. Hold for 30 to 90 seconds, rest, and repeat 2 or 3 rounds. With your legs awake and your hips engaged, it's time to restore the mobility most men lose first. Let's move into exercise 2, the deep squat hold. The deep squat hold is one of the most important positions a man over 50 can relearn. Most men lose this ability long before they feel their strength fading. The hips tighten, the ankles stiffen, the pelvis compresses, and circulation slows down. This position restores all of that. To perform it, stand with your feet at shoulder width and lower yourself into the deepest squat you can manage, while keeping your heels on the ground. If your hips are tight, hold on to a sturdy surface for support. Bring your elbows inside your knees and gently push outward to open the hips. Keep your spine tall, your chest lifted, and your breath slow and steady. As you settle into the position, you'll feel your hips decompress, your inner thighs lengthen, and a deep release across the lower back and pelvis. This is the space your body has been missing, the space that allows blood to move freely through the core, the pelvis, and the lower body. When circulation improves, hormone delivery improves. When the pelvis opens, pressure and tension reduce. And when the hips regain their natural range, the entire hormonal foundation becomes more responsive. Hold the deep squat for 30 to 60 seconds, breathing into the tight areas and letting your hips sink naturally. Over time, this position restores mobility, improves posture, and reactivates the lower body mechanics that testosterone depends on. Now that your hips are open and your joints more mobile, it's time to build strength and endurance in the muscles that support everything. Let's move into exercise 3, the wall sit. The wall sit is a simple movement, but for men over 50, it's one of the most effective ways to rebuild real, functional lower body strength. Unlike fast repetitions or heavy lifting, isometric holds force your muscles to work continuously. And this sustained tension sends a powerful message to your body. You need strength, endurance, and hormonal support again. To perform it, stand with your back against a wall and slide down until your knees reach a 90-degree angle. Keep your heels under your knees, your feet flat, your core braced, and your spine fully supported by the wall. Let your arms rest by your sides and breathe steadily as the tension builds. Within seconds, you'll feel your quads burning, your glutes tightening, and the deep stabilizers around your hips firing to keep you steady. That shaking you feel? That's your nervous system waking up. That's your lower body rebuilding demand, the very demand testosterone responds to. The wall sit improves leg endurance, strengthens the hips and knees, enhances joint stability, and increases blood flow throughout the lower body. For men over 50, this is crucial because endurance-based muscle activation directly supports hormonal balance and circulation. Start with 20 to 40 seconds, gradually building to 60 or even 90 seconds as your strength returns. Now that your legs are firing and your foundation is activated, it's time to strengthen the most important muscle group for male vitality. Let's move to exercise 4, the glute bridge. The glute bridge is the foundation of lower body power, and for men over 50, it's one of the most important exercises you can bring back into your routine. The glutes are the largest and most hormonally responsive muscles in the male body. When they weaken, everything declines. Hip stability, posture, circulation, and testosterone signaling. To perform the glute bridge, lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet planted firmly on the floor. Press your heels into the ground and lift your hips upward, squeezing your glutes hard at the top. Keep your ribs down, avoid arching your lower back, and focus on lifting through the hips rather than pushing through the spine. Hold the top for 1 or 2 seconds before lowering slowly. You should feel a strong contraction in the glutes, a gentle stretch in the hip flexors, and a sense of pressure rising through the pelvic floor. This is exactly the activation pattern men lose with age, and restoring it rebuilds strength, improves circulation, and reopens the hormonal pathways that support masculinity, stamina, and daily performance. Strong glutes also take unnecessary pressure off the lower back, protect the hips, and help stabilize your entire pelvis. Perform 12 to 15 slow, controlled reps, focusing on squeezing the glutes with intention. Now that the back of your pelvis is activated, we need to open the front. Let's move to exercise 5, the frog stretch. The frog stretch is one of the most important movements for men over 50 because it releases the deep, hidden tension that quietly shuts down circulation and mobility in the pelvis. To get into the position, start on all fours and slowly slide your knees outward while keeping your feet aligned with your knees. Lower your hips back and down, resting on your forearms if it feels more comfortable. Keep your spine long, relax your shoulders, and let gravity guide the stretch instead of forcing anything. As you sink deeper, you'll feel a strong but relieving pull along the inner thighs, groin, and the front of your hips. This is where years of tightness accumulate. Tightness from sitting too much, stress, and weakened glutes. When these tissues finally open, blood can move freely again through the pelvis and lower core. That improved circulation supports hormone delivery, reduces stiffness, and restores the natural mobility men lose without noticing. Breathe slowly, letting each exhale soften the hips a little more. Hold the position for 45 to 90 seconds and focus on staying relaxed rather than pushing for more. The frog stretch balances the strength and activation you've built so far. The grounded stability from the horse stance, the mobility from the deep squat, the endurance from the wall sit, and the glute power from the bridge. It brings everything together by freeing the tissues that control movement, blood flow, and overall vitality in the male body. Gentlemen, what you just did is more than a workout. It's a reset. When your hips open, when your glutes fire, when your pelvis moves the way a man's body is designed to move, everything changes. Your circulation improves, your posture strengthens, your energy rises, and your hormonal signals begin responding again because your body finally feels needed. Most men think decline is inevitable after 50. But decline only happens when the body stops receiving the right demands. You've just given your system the exact signals it's been missing: strength, activation, pressure, mobility. These 5 movements rebuild the part of a man that time often takes first: the lower body, the engine of vitality. Stay consistent. Even 10 minutes a day is enough to keep your hips open, your foundation strong, and your testosterone naturally supported. You're not falling behind. You're not past your peak. You're rebuilding your strength, your control, and your confidence, one deliberate movement at a time. Stand tall, breathe deeply, and feel what's waking back up inside you. Your body is responding, your foundation is returning, and your power is far from finished.